And I don't know. I mean, supposedly we got Vince in the Bay on the horn over here. Vince, are you there?
I am, Ghost.
What's going on? What's your excuse?
I just want to throw a number out here for you. That number is 5 quadrillion. Now, Ghost, can you count that high?
5 quadrillion?
5 quadrillion. You know what that number represents?
Well, what is that? What does that represent?
Outstanding derivatives. Do you know what outstanding derivatives are?
Yeah, you're talking about, the selling of are you talking about all the selling of debt throughout the international community?
Bro. It's the instruments you were talking about are said derivatives. We're talking about stocks, bonds, bets, side bets on side bets. We're talking about subprime mortgages that are folded into other securities and securitized and then bundled with others and securitized and sold and resold. These are basically what you're pimping on your show. You've turned yourself into this little BTR Susie Orman, and you're trying to get people into the stock market.
Susie Orman now, huh?
Yeah, you're trying to get people into the stock market, and while we're sitting on these $5 quadrillion of derivatives that are still unfolding, still trying to get worked out. People like you are trying to get more people to jump into the system, into the fucking fray of this Wall Street run minstrel show that is designed for you to fail.
I'm not telling everybody to just exclusively get into the stock market. I'm not exclusively telling. Hold on, Vince. Hold on, Vince. Hold on a second. I'm not exclusively telling people just to get into the stock market. I'm telling people to do something with their capital. All right? I mean, if you look at America today, what are they doing with their capital? They're going out and spending it on electronic Chinese widgets. All right, that are produced for $5 a pop, and they're buying them at $500 a pop. All right, I mean, you look at the television show, you take a look at what we're pimped out over here, the potty putter, huh? I mean, you take a look at what's some company actually has convinced American people that $2 bills with the Grand Canyon painted on the back of it is somehow worth $20 freaking dollars. All right, I mean, this is the stupid American public you're talking about. Now, if you're going to make a point that some of these financial instruments that you just described, are not necessarily the safest, places to put one's capital, well, I'll agree with you. But, what you need to understand, Vince, is just because, some people lost some money, just because some people just didn't really understand the financial instruments that they were partaking in, doesn't mean that the system sucks. There's a lot of people reaping benefits. There's a lot of people producing. There's a lot of people creating out here because of this great system that we have. All right, now look, I'm not gonna disagree with you. We're living in socialism here in America. If you look at my damn archive, I mean, I've been hollering about that for 5 years. But what are we gonna do about it now? Nothing. Nothing. We can't do anything about it now. So what am I telling people that listen to me, that really care about what I say, to go out and invest, and not only just invest in the stock market, invest in a freaking business, invest in art, invest in wine, invest in anything that's going to get you a profit there, Vince. I'm not just discussing everybody throw their damn life savings into the stock market. That's just really ridiculous. But you see, we've got leftist California living morons like yourself that are going to sit here and make people like me look like a bad guy. You paid me with a picture with some guy with a greaseball hairdo and a pinstripe suit, flipping a nickel, and you get this damn image conjured up in all these damn liberals' brains out here, and this is how you damn liberals win your damn little side pony show out here because of this damn rhetoric that you're trying to spew off as legitimate rhetoric. It's not. It's just complete and utter propaganda. All right, now, yeah, look, Vince, I'll agree with you. People lost money in subprime derivatives. People are still losing money in derivatives. People are losing money in stocks. People are losing money in bonds. People are losing money in all kinds of financial instruments. But what makes those that profit different from those that don't profit is the fact that they are more intuitive and understand and take the initiative to read, to research, to understand these markets, to find a smidge or a huge mound of profit in the midst of all this jungle. And let me tell you, because it's become international, there is more and more opportunities for American people, especially American people with capital, than you think. And just because you and your liberals out there don't understand the complexity of this financial system doesn't mean that we should sit back and bow down to some bureaucratic United Nations international consortium bureaucracy that you're trying to suggest. That's what you're suggesting, aren't you, Vince? You're suggesting that we bow down to some international regulatory financial overlord of the world so that bureaucrats end up making the final decision in private enterprise. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're totally wrong. You totally made that up out of your ass, dude. You have no idea who I am and what values I have. Just because I'm challenging you on your ideas make me automatically a liberal, okay? And if I agree with you on something, that doesn't automatically make me a conservative, all right? Because I'm not as narrow as that, all right? I'm much more complicated a human being than simply a left person or a right person, all right? Or somebody who lives in the Bay. I must be gay too, right? And so,
well, I don't know. I didn't make any assumption. Hold on. You see, now you're trying to make me out to be a homophobe. All right. You see, now you're trying to make me out. You see, this is a classic liberal agitation. You know, because I yanked you out of the damn, West Coast closet and proving you to be the bureaucracy champion pieces of crap that you are. Now, all of a sudden, I'm anti-gay, right? Why did you have to throw that in there, Vince? Huh? Why do you have to throw that I'm an anti-gay person? I mean, now you're going to say that I hate black people too, right?
Ghost, you were waiting for it, honey. You wanted it, didn't you, sister? Didn't you
what?
want it, Ghost? You like it that. You like it that way, don't you, Ghost?
Like it what way again? What was that? Say it again.
Why? Well, you're obviously homophobic, so.
See, I knew this is a slant. I knew there was a slant here. Look, I am not homophobic, Vince. All right. What I'm against is your agenda. All right. I'm against homosexual parades. Exactly. You're damn right. I am against where you got homosexual parades in the middle of the street at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon when children are walking around in the streets, and you've got two imbeciles having oral copulation with each other across the street from an elementary school, and we're supposed to justify that through the First Amendment because fruity asses like yourself are trying to justify that as free speech. All right? That's what I'm against. I'm against you trying to be so flamboyant with this sexual deviancy and trying to shove it down our throats as if it's supposed to be the social norm to see assholes give each other rim jobs on the corner of streets. All right? I don't want to see that, and that's what I'm against, okay? I don't care what people do in the privacy of their home. I don't care if they're, carpet munchers. I don't care if they're butt pirates. I don't care if they're fruity asses. I don't care if they're squirrel fisting. All right? I don't care if they amputate horse penises and utilize that in some philanderous purpose. I don't give a crap. All right? But what I do give a crap about there, Vince, is you and your damn West Coast, California-leaning, surfer boy, turn everybody into a gay emo fruit bowl agenda that's out here and is not only prevalent but is obvious in your rhetoric in your call to me today. Am I wrong or am I right? This is why you're calling me. It's not because I'm teaching people how to make money. It's not because I'm making everybody who's out there that's claiming that this is such a bad society look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. It's because of the gay thing, isn't it, Vince? I mean, come on. I mean, why does it always have to slant to that? Why?
I don't know. I guess I just took it there just because I get that a lot because my screen name is Vincent the Bay, and a lot of people say, "Oh, what are you, Vincent?" So I was just
first of all, you brought the gay thing up. Secondly, now I actually think you're gay because now I'm hearing the vernacular. I hear in your vernacular. I'm hearing that feminized, fruity ass little twang in your voice. So now I kind of believe maybe you are a little fruity ass. Maybe you are playing for the pink team. So. Okay, I get it. All right. Anyway, that's about enough of this. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and argue. I am not, political anymore, folks. But you see, these liberals, they call me up, and they're trying to suck me back into the political spectrum. I could care less about politics in America. You understand that? I could care less. I'm about capitalist endeavors. I'm about making money. I'm about, making profits. And I don't care about anything else, to be honest with you. I got my family. I've got my inner circle. I'm growing my corporation. And that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. I don't care about, individuals on the street. I mean, that's the thing about you liberals. You want us all to care about every stupid human being on the planet, even though they are not making any kind of contribution whatsoever to this civilization. And once again, that's what makes a civilization is the fact that everybody that's in it makes a contribution to it. Because if people stop making contributions to it and become nothing more than, shit and piss bags, well, we're going to go into a serious problem, similar to anarchy, So that's why I'm saying, folks, let's not, sit here and continue to tout that every human being in America, or in the world for that matter, is God's special creature, all right? People are like everything else, all right? You're going to get some winners, but a lot of losers, all right? A lot of freaking losers on here. And all I'm saying is you don't have to be one of those losers, folks. You don't have to be. And you heard the young man that called in earlier. He's utilized, you've been listening to me for a long time, utilized some of the things that I've conveyed on this broadcast. He's invested in some of the things that I've suggested, and he's banking. And you want to know why he's banking? It's because he didn't want to stand on the sidelines and hope. He didn't want to stand on the sidelines and wish that he could get some sort of handout. He didn't wait for Mammy and Daddy to give him some sort of trust fund that was never going to happen. He went out there and invested, and he did what he had to do just like you do, and that's why I'm saying, all right? That's why I'm saying everybody that's within the sound of my voice right now need to realize that the only person that's going to change anything is you, and the only thing that you can change is yourself and your surroundings. Remember, in this system, as a capitalist, you're the god of your world in this capitalist idea. And that's what you need to realize. Don't sit here and take this crap from the... We're not going to just take this crap from any government system that's going to try to sit here and suppress our capitalist growth, And that's why I'm trying to tell everybody out there, go out and become a capitalist. The capitalists are the ones with the balls. All right, the ones with the balls the size of grapefruits that slap liberals upside their chin into reality and realize that capitalist is what inspires innovation. It inspires creativity. It's the greatest human motivator of all time. And if you don't believe me, it inspired the Industrial Revolution. It inspired the Technological Revolution. And it will continue to inspire markets. And it will continue to inspire innovation. So as long as we, as the general American and a general world population, don't fall victim to political romance of collectivism, of socialism, of anything that is going to keep us stagnant in human mediocrity, because that's what I'm against, human mediocrity. We need to be progressing. We need to be extending our technology. We need to be going out into space. We need to be colonizing planets. This is the kind of crap we should be doing, but instead we're pissing and moaning. We're bickering at each other over here over dumbass political games, over social ideas, and it's ridiculous. So before I get off this show here, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Be a capitalist, and if not, then just keep bitching, all right? Keep bitching and get the hell out of a capitalist's way.